Okay, we can start now. So, it is time, and so we are running out of time. So, I'm going to share my screen. So, this event so this is not be my first event. I think it is the second event. I think it is the second event. So, going to start. But my event is about build a build a dynamic visualization with Microsoft Power BI. I am Burume Pascal. I'm beta milestones. I'm beta milestones. So before we start, I build a dynamic visualization with Microsoft Power BI. We're going to make an introduction of Power BI. So Power BI. We all live in data culture where business decisions are based on facts, not opinions. We need data to help us make this decision. Power BI Desktop is a free application for PC that lets you gather, transform, and visualize your data. Power BI Desktop and the Power BI services work together. You can create your reports in Power BI Desktop and then publish them to the Power BI service for others to consume. In this module, you will learn to connect data in Power BI Desktop, transform data, the data import, build basic visualization, create and share dashboards, discover how to collaborate in Power BI. So, what is a Power BI? Microsoft Power BI is a collection of software services, apps, and connector that work together to turn your unrelated sources of data into coherent, visually immersive, and interactive insight. Whether your data is simple Microsoft Excel workbook or a collection of cloud-based and on-premises hybrid data warehouses, Power BI lets you easily connect to your data sources, clean, and model your data without affecting the underlying source, visualize or discover what's important and share that with anyone or everyone you want. So this is a link where you can download Power BI. So you can see it is https powerbi.microsoft.com. So the default language is in English because that is the default language that my navigator is affected because my operating system is for England, US. So if you ignore your verifications, you will be transferred to the Power BI portal. Then, once you have been redirected to the Power BI portal, you can see now a place where you can find a link to download. So, Microsoft Power BI can visually explore your data throughout a freeform drag and drop. So this is a Power BI desktop where you can download. If you want you to use your visualization or your reports, you can download to a Power BI mobile. And if, for example, you are working on enterprise and you are a member of teams, or maybe you are a teams, so you can use Power BI server, where you can install the Power BI server on the server. Once it is installed, you can setting up, and other members can work with you, or maybe can work together to build a rapport and in collaborations. So this is a free main component for Power BI, but there is other components such as report builder and the Microsoft on-premises data gateway. So I'm going to share it to show you. So what I was saying is about a component. Power BI has a free main component. I have said about the component of Power BI. I've said that Power BI have a free main component, such as the first is Power BI desktop, where you can download is a Power BI desktop. We have a Power BI report services. In the Power BI services is a place where you can share your reports, or and once you are shared your report, you can build a dashboard. And we have a Power BI mobile. A Power BI mobile is a tool that help you to share and to communicate, to visualize your data on a phone. So now we have other components, but these tools about other components will allow you, for example, just to connect your data to on premises sources. For example, if maybe your data it is stored from another sources, you can just use a gateway to connect your data. You can use a Power BI report builder. You can use a Power BI server. This is other component, but the free main it is desktop, Power BI, and services. So this is in this portal. It's just a portal where you can download a different application or program about Power BI. But the service, the service for Power, the main service, it is free. So I'm going to come back to my report. So what you need to know is that Power BI is not alone. Power BI is among a family of Microsoft Power Platform. So you can use Power BI for business analytics, such you can analyze your data and build a visualization. You can build an application with low code with Power Apps. You can make some automation in different tasks with Power Automate, and you can build a chatbot for responding automatically in different questions with Power Virtual Agents. So as you can see in this picture, and in Power Apps we have a common data source. In Power Automate we have data connector. In Power Virtual Agent we have an AI builder. So among the first step before you go to analyze your data, we have a connect to data. Power Desktop connect to many type of data sources, including local database, worksheet, and data on cloud services. Sometimes when you gather data, it's not quite as structure or clean as you want it to be. To structure data, you can transform it, meaning that you can split and rename columns. change data types, and create relation between columns. You can connect Power BI Desktop to many types of data sources, including on-premises database, Microsoft Excel workbook, and cloud services. Currently, there are over 110 Power BI specific connectors to cloud services such as GitHub and Marketo. You can also connect to generic sources throughout XML, CSV, text, and ODBC. Power BI will even extract tabular data directly from a website URL. Once you have connected your data, you can transform your data. So data doesn't always come into your report clean or ready to use. You may need additional columns or to rename or hide existing columns. You may have multiple data sources and need to define a relationship between them. All of these tasks are known as data transformations. And just this schema here, it's a red. We have a, a data which is not clear. And on the right side, we have a data which is clear, which is already being transformed. That's why you have red and blue. But we have before you jump to blue, we have a transformation process, which is this free bounce here. So once you have done, now you can visualize your data. Now that you have connected and clean up your data, it's time to create visuals. Visuals allow you to present data in a compelling and insightful way and help you to highlight the important components. Power BI has many compelling visuals and many more are released frequently. In the right column, the right side, you can see just a small picture about visualizations. This is different forms or different graphic you can use in Power BI. And each graphic has its specific information that it can shows, and you can get a good understanding about your data. Once you have done, you can build now a dashboard. And up to this point, we have been working in Power BI desktop. Dashboards in Power BI are one-page collection of visualization that are created from within the Power BI service. A Power BI service, I forget to mention, it's an online service. We can create dashboard by pinning visuals. That is just a red square here. Collaborate and share. Power BI service makes it easy to share your dataset, dashboard, and report with your colleagues. Power BI simplifies collaboration and improves the outcome by allowing you and your colleague to work simultaneously on the same dashboard and reports. And while you and your colleague explore the data and make change to the reports and dashboards, the underlying data is not affected. Okay, but one more thing to talk about. Once you have connect your data, you can load or you can transform, and Power BI make a copy of your data. So once you are making a visualization, or maybe you are transforming your data, your or primary or maybe your original data is not affected. That is affected it's the copy. It's the data you have loaded. Once you have loaded, it means you have made a copy of your data. So this is a schema that you can see here. The schema, it's about just as a resume or simplification about what you can understand about Power BI. So this is a different connectors. Some connectors are from clouds, sources, other are from web. Maybe you can use OneDrive on the OneDrive or on your portal. Maybe you can use the local file. You can use Power BI too in Teams as too if you want to get a visualization about how people are communicating on Teams and how information are going and different channel is interact. You can use Power BI, for example, for SharePoint, and maybe for local database. You can use local database, maybe you can use the online database. Next time I will show you how you can connect your Azure SQL server on Azure with Power BI. So once you have connected, you can make different things, different manipulations such as relations, data, and reports. And once it is done, you have here a data sheet, a report, dashboard. And once it is built done, now you can share information with user throughout Power BI services or on mobile devices, or maybe you can get access to your portal or maybe on your navigator. So portal can be Chrome, Edge, Safari. So it's time for demonstrations. So I've download I've download a simple a simple file simple financial files. It's an Excel data sources that you can find it on Microsoft, or maybe I'll put the link at the end where you can find it. But the file is you can find it on Microsoft. Just type financial sense simple financial and you get it. So I'm going to open my Power BI app. So I'm going to tap Power BI. Okay. So if it is where you used to work with Power BI, you can see on the right side different files that you have opened. So we are going to start. So once you have opened, you can see a recent sources, and you can see here a tutorial and different link where you can get access to documentation about Power BI. So I'm going to get data. The data where I'm going to connect it is a Excel data sources. And once I've been connected, I'm going to make build a dynamic visualizations. So this is different connectors. This is all. You can have Excel file, folder, file, PDF file, database for us for Azure, dynamic, or maybe you can view by category such as file, database, Power Platform, Azure, online services, and other. So we are going to make a visualization across data source Excel. So I am going to connect. Financial sample. So this is a table. I want to connect it. So that is information I was looking. So I'm going to transform. Maybe I can cancel. So I am going just to load because this is a clean data. Going to load. Okay. Okay. Fine. So I'm going now to start my visualizations. First things I want to get a question and answer. This is just a quickly visualization where you can put, or maybe you can found different questions. For example, I want to know a total profit. Okay, and I will get information about total profit. Or maybe I want to know about count product. It's 6 products. Um, I want to know, for example, a maximum gross sales. It's 1.12221 millions. So we have different question here. Or maybe if you want to see more, you can scroll down and you will see other questions. So this is just the first step, or maybe you don't know how things to do, or which things you want to see quickly. If it's just a question and answer. So once I've done, you can decide to fix your visualization as a place where you want. I would like to put that here. So I'm going to make a visualization with cards with key performances, not here. Sorry. So I'm going to make a key visualizations. Yeah. So my indicator, it will be sales. I want to visualize my sales with cards by indicate my with my indicator. So my point my I'm going to focus my indicator in sales. So my tendency acts, it will be across time. So I want to know across month. Okay, fine. And I want to have a goal target. For example, I want to see my sales across by month and with profit, because if it is have a good profit, things it will be green. If it's down, it will be red. Sorry. This is a last month. Yeah, because I've been choosing tendance axis. It is date. So I want to see again my key performances with gross sales, because this is sales and I want to see with gross sales. Sales here we have been already applied a discount, but the gross sales where is there we haven't applied a discount. So this is my indicator. So it will be for month 2, and I want to say again about profit. Oh, that's fine. So now once it's done, I want to visualize. I want to make a graphic. So this graphic, it will be sales by country. I want to see a country which have been making more business, or maybe is making more profit across sales. So I'm going to choose this histogram because it will give me more details. So my a share axe, it is country, okay, and data value, it will be sales, okay, and I want to view my sales by profit, okay. So profit will be not here but with series colon, not series colon but line, sorry, line, fine. So and I want to get a details about which product. So I'm going to put down on share axis by product 2, not here but down 9, but about info bill, so that I can get a detail. So sorry, so now you can see this is a different sales across different countries. You can see here Canada and USA are just like the same, but if you put a cursor on hover the graphic, you can see a difference. Let's make it very good with Power BI. So now I want to get other information. So this is, we have a value from sales. So I want to get a specific some information which about we need to have some data. So for example, we need to have we need to know which mount like this. So you will see that in USA we have this amount of profit. In Canada you will have this amount of profit. That make a difference because USA have made just like the same with Canada on sales, but across profit you will see that Canada is getting more profit. Okay, so you can build other visualization, but which will be across time. Across time. So I think I would like to know again about a segment, because in Canada we know that uh, a share axis is just about country. But if I try for segment, I think I will get information. Sorry, yeah. And one thing you need to know is just probably use a AI intelligence, an artificial intelligence, that it recognize which field which will be automatic in correlation with other. And sometimes if you want to put different fields, sometimes you will not get a visualizations. So I am going to build another graphic. This will be about sales across time. So I'll choose this one. So I will get sales across time. Okay. And I want to know a profit. I think it will be good. I want to see a profit. Okay. So as you can see here, you can see a blue line. This blue line, it says, and if you click on this blue line, you will see a profit. And so I want to add other things. Things will be about gross profit. Okay. Now choose a line for profit is pulling down. So we can change this in this way. Okay. Fine. So if for example you choose to have just a one visualization about January. So I'm going to do this. Okay. So if you want get a visualization about January, so you will see that in January here, if you go to USA across sales, you will see USA have been sold amount about 1 million and 1.3 millions, and the profit was about 100 100,000 118,000. So you see, if this is about January, and if you put for example for June, you'll get other informations. If you go for example on October, I think there is many activities and many profits you can see. And you can see here on the month is 21.67 millions. That's where you can find more activity about sales. So this is a dynamic visualizations. And if we put in this corner like for profit, so you can see a profit, and you can see across time. And especially focus it's about Germany, which realized 3,060,600 and other for profit. So and you can see it on in across different months. This is about profit. But if you see the amount for Germany, it is 23. Yeah, it is 23. And we can see here across month. You can see sales. And this is a total of Germany. And you can get a more details across month and in which month the Germany sells this. And if you go on these cards, this is about last month about Germany. And you can see here, yeah, it's about 3,141,000 about Germany and about December month. So you see, Power BI, it is powerful tools for visualization. You can get a decision and you can get information and you can make a write good decision across your data, because decision have been made, it was been based on your data. And now if you want, you can share your report. Maybe you can save, but for this module, I've thought just to share it to your report, and you can build a dashboard. So next time I'll make a video where I can show, where I can told you about key influencer and three des three of decompositions. So once you have done, now you can publish your report. Before you publish your report, you need to save it. I can call it test report, for example. So once you've done, you will choose your workspace. I used to choose my workspace. So sorry, okay. So Power BI is trying to building a data, and it's just a compile. So once it is done, you can open your reports on Power BI. This is a, you can, or maybe you can get a quick insight. So I'm going to check first a quick insight, and I'm going to open my report on the Power BI services. So it asks me to connect. So it is okay, and no, I don't want this report. No, this graphic. I think it is okay. So my account, it is a SICOP trial. Okay, it's a SICOP trial. It's working on. So it depends with your connection. So if you want, you can rename your, for example, for me it is a page one. I can build, for example, home visualizations. Visual, sorry, visualizations. So it depends with your connections. So if you have a good connection, maybe things will go very quick.